Hi, I'm Wally Taylor, and I'm the founder of Texas Integrative Medicine. The purpose of this video today is for me to tell you why I transitioned from a career of standard traditional ear, nose, and throat medicine into integrative medicine. I've practiced medicine now for over 40 years, and for the first 20, I practiced standard medicine. But in the early 90s, I began to encounter a group of patients that suffered from some unexplainable symptoms that I just couldn't deal with my Western toolbox. Symptoms like chronic fatigue, unexplained aches and pains, headaches, unexplained psychiatric symptoms like depression and anxiety, digestive disorders, a whole host of symptoms that sometimes are called mystery illness. I began to be really concerned about not being able to help those patients, and being a perfectionist from a long line of perfectionists in my family, I sought answers. I started to study with a group, the American Academy of Environmental Medicine, in the early 90s. This was a group of very forward-thinking pioneers that were understanding that people were sick as a result of environmental exposures. Our progressively degrading environment presented a lot of toxins that people suffered from. Biological toxins such as viruses, germs, and parasites, chemical toxins as from oil, heavy metals, and even toxins from the physical environment such as electromagnetic, Wi-Fi. But these were the causes of our patients' symptoms, and probably will explain some of your symptoms as well. The other thing that I learned as I started to delve into these toxin-induced problems is that everybody has a different degree of sensitivity. You might be what I call a canary in the coal mine. The canary in the coal mine is just an analogy that explains that the coal miners used to carry a canary in the coal mine with them because they knew that canary would become sick from toxic mine gases before anybody else did, and would let them know when it was time to get out of the mine. I now know that there's lots of reasons that people are canaries in the coal mine, which helps explain why you may have symptoms of illness from the environment, and yet those around you, your spouse, your children, your friends, may not be experiencing those symptoms, or certainly not to that degree. So I'm excited to say that there is definitely hope for these kinds of problems. I've seen it over and over again, and people that I work with in this field are also very successful. Don't let anybody tell you that this is all in your head, or that you're under too much stress, or that there's no cure for what you have. Maybe with the Western toolbox, that's true. But I think it's going to be shown that we can get to the bottom of these kinds of symptoms with many of the tools that we have in our new integrative toolbox, and that we can actually help correct and reverse these problems. And this can happen in an affordable way. So I'm excited to say that I'm going to be bringing out a series of YouTube videos. I'd like you to stay tuned, and I'd like you to follow my YouTube channel, and please comment below to let me know if these are helpful and if you'd like to hear more or have other questions answered. So the last thing I want to say is there's definitely hope, that we have seen over and over again that problems like what you have are explainable and correctable. And I look forward to working with you to help you solve your environmental problems.